Hello punters and welcome to the Valley Punters preview. It's the big one. It's the 2018 Ladbrokes Cox Plate Carnival. Tommy from Ladbrokes joins us. It is upon us and we're in for 2 days of a hell of a lot of fun.
Benny, couldn't be more excited to be here on track at the Valley. It's going to be two outstanding cards of racing. Can't wait to get stuck into it and hopefully find plenty of winners.
Rail's going to be in the true position on both days. Tommy, take note. Friday night's an outstanding card. I think it's held up really well. The $1 million Ladbrokes Manikato Stakes is, of course, the feature. Australia's richest race under lights, and Kementari's come up favourite with Ladbrokes.
Yeah, I think this might be the race for Kementari. He hasn't won a race during the spring so far, but I do think he's well placed here in the Manikato. Got a really similar profile to last year's winner Haydock. Has been freshened up since running a pretty credible race in the Mackay Diva Stakes. I think his record over 1,200 metres is pretty sound. He only just beaten by Piorata in the Missile Stakes, and he's obviously gone on and won the Sydney Stakes in really good time. So I think he does look well placed here, Kementari.
Speaking of, Tony McAvoy's winner Haydock last year. He's trying to win it this year with Sunlight, who's the filly down at the bottom of the weights. She's going to have her fair share of admirers. Worked really sharply here on Tuesday morning at breakfast with the best. Has been beating her own age and class, but the lightweight and running along in front could take something to catch her.
Yeah, I think the value runner, Benny, might be US Navy Flag. And actually been very well backed early with Ladbrokes. In the Everest, missed the kick, and then this race was pretty much over from there. Didn't really enjoy the wet track there. I think the value will suit it. If it can jump with the field, take up the running, I think it'd be really tough to run down. I think it all depends on if he does jump with the field.
Hootson has been a regular in these Valley Sprint races the last few seasons now, Tommy, and he's come back this prep in outstanding form. Only just missed Nature Strip first up from a spell. And I thought the run the other week was quite credible in the Moy. It was a little bit unlucky, sneaking runs. I thought it went A-OK, and I think 1,200 metres, I think she might be looking for that now, and it could be her race on Friday night. Tommy, a tip in the Manikato?
Yeah, I've got Kementari on top.
Yeah, I'm going with Kementari as well. I think he might find his right race. Be interesting to see him back in trip here on Friday night. And that all leads into the big one, Tommy, on Saturday. It's Ladbrokes Cox Plate Day. It's a brilliant 10-race card. It's held up really well. No, needless to say, the feature is the $5 million this year, Ladbrokes Cox Plate. Do we say any more? Winks?
Yeah, do we just call the preview here? Winks. Surely she just wins, Benny. It's just going to be such a special moment here at the Valley on Saturday. The atmosphere is going to be incredible as she tries to make history and what could be surely something that just is never done again. She's absolutely flying this preparation. Her win in the Turnbull Stakes had to be seen to be believed. I'm not sure there's any other horse in the world that could have won from where she was positioned in that race. I don't think she'll get as far back in the Cox Plate. I just think, obviously, it's very hard to look past her.
Winks down the middle. Kings will dream at the 100. It's getting desperate. Now Winks is storming home. Winks over the top. Oh, she's too good. They can't beat her.
Great to have Humidor back. Let's not forget 12 months ago what happened in the Cox Plate. Yeah. It absolutely did. He's been tracking A-OK this preparation. He's got another Group 1 win to his name. He's going to give us something to chase.
I think, Benny, the major danger might be international. Ben Battle. Great to have him in the race. Obviously, as acclimatised into Australia nicely, won the Ladbrokes Stakes last start. And he's a proper horse. He's a world-class horse in his own right. I think he's sort of just below the level of the likes of Winks and Enable, but he's a serious horse in his own day. I expect to see him take up the running here. And who's going to give the great mare something to chase?
Rostopovich is the Aidan O'Brien galloper that came through late this week as a Cox Plate starter. Interesting form lines, this horse. Wasn't beaten too far behind Latrobe in an Irish Derby, who we're going to go see one of the favourites in the Melbourne Cup in a few weeks' time. So, brings interesting form. Aidan and Ryan know what it takes to win any race around the world, but a Cox Plate they've got in their cabinet as well. Is it just Winks, Tommy?
I think it is just Winks. I can't go past it. I think Ben Battle will run a sneaky race as well.
Yeah, can't add much more than the Wonder Mare is close to a good thing. That takes us to, speaking of good things, the best of the 2 days. Tommy, what did you come up with for punters?
I like one on Saturday. Race 3, number 2, Savatiano. He's a mare that I've had a big opinion of for quite a long time. Didn't have any luck whatsoever in the Blazer Stakes last start. Went second behind Invincibella. I think this is a genuine drop in class. I think she should be too good for this field. I think she might be a sneaky chance in the Maya Classic as well.
There you go. I'm going with CG Quebec on Saturday, race 7, number 9. I think this is a horse that's having a fairly good preparation and around some really nice horses. I think it finds a winnable race. Cliff's Edge is the danger, and I think CG Quebec's probably a better horse than Cliff's Edge, so happy to back in the Waterhouse team here on Saturday. Tommy, all the best. Let's all enjoy the 24 hours that lie ahead.
Thank you, Ben. It's going to be a great couple of days.